said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. I lock in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. Troll it, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Oh, they say I wanna be in, cause my rap is tight. No, really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black, I'm white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the topless. Said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the topless. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that, I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack. Could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame. You lick dick for fame. A thick chick is slain. A chick picked too late. I think I've gone insane. I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the topless. And I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the topless.
You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run in your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome to Motor Car Chronicles Podcast. I'm your host, Iceman, as always. It's Monday, and not usually live right now because I'm usually out writing tickets. Aaron All Nighter, I appreciate it. Y'all go check him out if you get a chance on, he's usually Monday through Friday on the Fall River Experiences, where I watch him out of Massachusetts. I just find it very interesting watching stuff and listening to stuff that's not down here where I'm at. He said he was speeding. If you are, you're way out of my jurisdiction, Aaron. Of course, it's raining, so I figured, why the hell not? I've been saving a lot of Louisiana stories lately. Of course, you know they're all law enforcement based with me. So since it was raining and I didn't have nothing else better to do, decided to go ahead and shoot on here and do it live. So we're going to go ahead and get the housekeeping out the way. Go like and subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, review me. Hit the notification bells. You'll know when I do go live. We have the private group page. It's the Motor Cop Clubhouse. Clubhouse is 2 separate words. It'll help you find it. You have to answer 3 questions to me to approve you to get in. It's free, but you still got to answer the question. So you can do that. And we go back and forth with each other, and they're pretty good and stuff like that too. So it's kind of fun if you decide you want to join the clubhouse. Go check out the Etsy store for the merchandise. I haven't. We got some T-shirts out, some other merchandise. You can check that out. Help support the show if you want to. If not, don't do it. You'll just look cool as shit, wearing one of my shirts. Freebird's got a shirt, the box, and Holstera also. Y'all know them for Wednesday night. This filter, I thought I looked more badass with this filter than I did with the cartoon and the Brad Pitt one. I like to change it up. I had another one. It's really stupid looking. I might throw that on there Wednesday. It's kind of funny as shit. So we're going to start out, jump on into the story. We had a person shot in Denham Springs. That's in Livingston Parish, which is usually not a very high crime area at all. Hello, Yvette. Not in like I said, it's not like high crime area in here, but it's coming over. It's coming on over from Baton Rouge, which is just right across the river. Anyway, this was a short story. A person was shot and wounded in Livingston Parish Monday morning. The sheriff's office out here said the shooting happened around 7 a.m. in the morning on Rosewood Street in the neighborhood off of Lockhart Road. Not sure where that's at. Lockhart Road's a fairly nice area, or it used to be anyway. They said the victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Authorities have not identified suspect or the victim at this time. So somebody got shot. Unfortunately, I'm sure they know who it is. That early in the morning, it's probably at somebody's house. It's probably something domestic or something like that. I'm sure eventually something more will come out of that story. I threw that one in there because it's just happened this morning, and it's not a area that's usually prone to violence like that at all. So, but it's moving on down. We're going to go to the parish next door to Livingston Parish, to Ascension Parish. These are involving some juveniles, unfortunately, which is getting all too common. Juveniles lately have lost their ever-loving minds for some reason. Anyway, they arrested some juvenile suspects for attempted murder in a drive-by shooting in Donaldsonville. Police said that the juveniles that were arrested for a shooting that happened just on the 19th was today, the 22nd. So it's a few days ago. The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office said a man told deputies he and a passenger were stopped at the intersections of Highway 30, 89 and Highway 70 when another vehicle pulled up beside them and opened fire. Neither people in that vehicle I got shot at were injured, which is a good thing. But they arrested two 17-year-old kids following the shooting. They were both booked in the St. Bernard Parish Juvenile Detention Center on 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, assault by drive-by shooting, illegal use of weapons, aggravated assault, and criminal damage to property. It's two 17-year-old kids doing drive-bys. Parents, you need to get a hold of y'all's kids. If they're doing this already at 17, by the time if they survive to make it into their mid-20s, they're going to be on the streets committing. I mean, there's not much worse than trying to kill people, So I mean, I hope these people can get their children under control or something. I don't know what they need to do with these kids. I got a picture on this next one. This is a story we already touched on before. A couple weeks back, we talked about some street racers and stuff like that going on in the Baton Rouge area. And this fella right here, he got arrested. He got in an accident fleeing from the police. In the accident resulted in he hit another car. The driver of that car died. If I remember correctly, don't quote me, I think she was a school teacher or something like that. I think she was in her 40s or early 50s, something like that. No, she was a 49-year-old lady. Her name was Cheryl Weston. He ran into her and killed her. Well, problem is he got arrested, bonded out of jail. Well, he's got another warrant out for his arrest now because his arraignment day was today, and he didn't come to court. Just didn't show up. I think they got him charged with negligent homicide or something like that. And but now he has a new warrant for his arrest. I was trying to see if they had a new bond amount, which he may not have no bond now. Oh, they're asking for his bond that he has now to be revoked, and he has a warrant out for his arrest. He actually is facing charges of manslaughter, flight from an officer, and multiple traffic violations. Then he done fucked up and didn't show up for court. Now, this was just for an arraignment. If anybody knows anything about court, you go there for arraignment. It's just basically saying do you have an attorney? You go in front of the judge to ask if you have an attorney. If you say no, they'll give you the public defender if you want one, or not, or you bring your own attorney with you. And basically they ask you, are you guilty or not guilty? 99.9% of the time, people say they're not guilty. Then you go on, you get another court date, usually a month or so down the line, they have motion days and stuff like that. I mean, it's not like on TV. Then you have that motion day, then you'll come back. They might have another motion day, and then stuff will get set for trial, and then it usually gets continued for this or that. So you're probably looking at usually it's about a year, or not, if not longer, before you go to court on something, on a felony like that. But he done fucked up. He'd have been out of jail for this whole entire time, even if they found him guilty. But he fucked up, and he didn't show up for court. Now he's gonna go to jail, and they're not gonna let him out this time. They're gonna make once he get him back, his ass is gonna sit there because he done showed that he can't be responsible and show up for court. Him right there. So good luck with that. You're gonna get caught eventually. There's only so long you can run there, buddy. So should have showed up for court. That's just being irresponsible and stupid. Stupid. Next we have some shots fired this morning at some Baton Rouge police officers. They did arrest the suspect in a nearby neighborhood. A person reportedly shot at Baton Rouge police officers and ran away earlier Monday before getting taken into custody in a nearby neighborhood. They said around 2:45 a.m., Baton Rouge Police Department was called to the 5900 block of Cadillac Street regarding a report of someone at a homeowner's door. So I guess somebody was at their door. I don't know if they were knocking or what, but everybody's got these Ring cameras now. I mean, it's kind of stupid to walk up to people's houses like that. Be fucking around. You don't belong there. The police started to arrive, and the individual reportedly began running and firing shots at the responding officer. Patricia Lewis lived in the area and says SWAT negotiated with the man for hours. So obviously wherever they got him in, he barricaded himself in, and SWAT came in and they started SWAT did negotiation. They got negotiators. Because trust me, the SWAT guys there were, I used to do SWAT a long time ago, and you just want to kick doors in, 'cause that's what you're trained to do. They assured him that that if he would come out, they would not harm him or anything. Just come out. They tried to call him numerous times and asked him to please come out and surrender. Shortly after 7 a.m., police said he was taken into custody near the 5000 block of Picard Street, just blocks from where the shooting reportedly took place. They said no officers were injured. It's a developing story, so that they didn't say he surrendered and just gave up. I don't know, but he's in custody. Nobody's dead. Nobody's shot, which is a good thing. I'm sure he's going to be charged with attempted second-degree murder, stuff like that. So, I don't know why he could have just ran. I don't know what his point of was shooting at somebody unless he really wanted to kill him. Because if he thinks that if he would have hit the cops, it would have been way worse. And he thinks that if he's running, they shoot him, that they might just say, all right, we can't find him, and just go about their business. It don't work like that. You just picked up worse charges now. I mean, it's just stupid. I don't know why anybody would do that. But, I mean, Never said criminals were real smart, did I? So he'll be going to jail for a while, and I'm sure he'll get a very, very large bond. Now, I was going to throw this in. I'm not talking about this doing a video and stuff. Wednesday night at 7, I don't know. Holster will be here. I'm not sure if Freebird or the Box will be here with us, but there is a video that happened in Baton Rouge recently about some officers breaking up a fight. Kind of like, I don't know, they're saying that they did it wrong or whatever. We're going to watch the video and talk about that on the Wednesday episode. So if y'all want to come back for that, we're going to talk about it. What's up, Bronson? Just decided it was raining, couldn't get the right ticket, so I figured I'd get on here and do some of this Louisiana crime stuff. Since we seem like we got a lot of it, I just named it differently. We got where are we going here? Wrong story. Was it the wrong story? All right, we got here we go. Where did it go? I got this. I think I got something messed up. No, I don't. Here we go. Picture 2. This right here. This is Sheriff Craig Weber from the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. He has suffered some type of a medical emergency last night, and they had to bring him to the hospital. The family's requesting privacy and stuff right now. They haven't said what happened. We don't know if he had a heart attack or something else happened, but they said he will address his condition at a later date when possible. So I'm assuming that he's supposed to whatever diagnosis is, he's supposed to get better, but we don't know what's wrong with him. Let's hope he gets better soon and can get back to work. And I'm sure all the people over there in that parish are hoping also, except for the bad guys. Some of the bad guys may not want him to get better, but Sheriff Weber, we want him to get better as soon as possible. Scroll on down here. This next one here, we're going over to Laplace, which is about midway point between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Now, this Laplace woman, she's been arrested for cruelty to animals. She had 46 dogs living in her house with her. Yes, 46. Said she was arrested after deputies found 46 dogs living in deplorable conditions inside her home. According to the St. John the Baptist Parish deputies, 42-year-old Kenandra Markey told law enforcement officers she was a dog breeder as they searched her home on East Frisco Drive. Well, I appreciate it, Jim. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you live on here. It's the first time you say anything, but I appreciate it. Hit me up on an email or something and send me your address and I'll send you some stickers. They said they found 46 dogs living in small to medium-sized crates without any food or water. She was taken into custody and charged with 46 counts of cruelty to animals. Her bond is set at what? $460,000. Almost $500,000. Now, I'm an animal lover. Hey, I agree with it. But if y'all remember, last year they had a kid shoot 3 or 4 people at a Texas school, and his bond wasn't but $50,000. This dude tried to kill 3 human beings, and his bond wasn't but $50,000. This woman was mistreating dogs and got $500,000, which I agree with. But I'm saying that kid over there should have got his shit should have been way higher than what it was. And then he, I think he reoffended or something not too long after that. Okay, pop up picture 3. This fella right here. He's a nice looking fella, ain't he? Looks like he's scared to death. This man was on parole for a 2019 burglary, and he is back in jail. What could he be back in jail for? Shoplifting a candy bar? Jaywalking? Nope. This man, what's his name? He's 41 years old. Jermaine Mack is his name. And he was arguing with a woman on Seneca Street at 5:30 p.m. last Thursday. Said they were arguing. I don't know what they were arguing about. And she told him that she was going to call the police. Guess he's a rock star because he got a star right there between his eyes tattooed. I never understood that, but okay. She said, she told him, leave me alone, or I'm going to call the police on you. Mac pulled out a gun and shot her in the face and then ran away. Detective said the bullet entered the left side of her jaw and exited behind her left ear. That is I hope that lady goes by her a lottery ticket because she is very damn lucky that it did not go up in her brain or anything and kill her. Every time you get shot in the face or the head and survive, or if you do survive, you're usually, not the person you used to be anyway. They said he was on parole for a conviction back in 2019. He was charged with attempted second-degree murder, possession of a firearm by a felon, and illegal use of weapons. So he is in custody. Maybe our parole board, which sucks ass, obviously, because they just let out a guy that was supposed to be doing life for murdering 2 people, and the family fought against it, and they still let him out. Maybe if the parole board start doing their goddamn job correctly, motherfuckers like this won't be out of jail where he could shoot somebody. Make people do their time. I mean, some people are going to disagree with it. And I'm not saying everybody that goes to jail is going to stay a criminal, Not everybody does. I'm just saying, come on. This is happening way too often. Way too often we're reading about people out on parole or people out on bond that are committing way bad felonies. I mean, heinous felonies against other people. The next guy here, this fine looking fella right here. I don't know what Duke the dog is doing over there, but he's making all kind of noise. As long as he don't unplug nothing, we should be all right. This man here was arrested. When was he arrested? Just last night. Oh, today, yesterday morning. He was arrested in Baton Rouge early Sunday morning after crawling into someone's car window at the gas station while they were at the gas pump. And he threatened them with a knife, and he demanded beer and money. Guess he was thirsty. I guess he was really, really thirsty that he needed beer and money. The East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office said the robbery happened around 6 a.m. Sunday outside the racetrack and Marathon gas stations on Segan Lane near I-10, which that's a pretty busy area right there. Hello, Melissa. According to the Sheriff's Office, a man had parked at the gas pump at racetrack when a 44-year-old Ciegro Flores crawled through his front passenger window wielding a large knife. He reportedly pointed the knife at the guy's back and demanded him give him money and beer. When the victim explained to him that the racetrack was closed, he put the knife to his throat and instructed him to drive to the Marathon across the street. Upon arrival at the second gas station, the victim entered and told the clerk he was being robbed. So this dumbass, he must have been high on something, or he's just fucking stupid. That he's got somebody at knife point, just lets them go in a store by themselves, and that can be like, hey, call the cops, this idiot outside's robbing me. He said the cop showed up and found stupid ass still sitting in the victim's front passenger seat with the knife tucked into his sock. He was taken into custody and booked in East Baton Rouge Parish Prison on charges of armed robbery and aggravated kidnapping. No bond information available. He shouldn't have a bond. That's why, because if you legally can have a gun in the state of Louisiana, it's not illegal to have one in your car. You don't need a permit for that. Get a gun and put it in your car and keep it where you can. And when you get out these gas stations, public gas stations, pay attention to your surroundings. You need to pay attention to your surroundings. I guarantee if that had been me pulled up there to get fuel, I pay attention to my surroundings. I guarantee you I'm packing. And the dude would have pulled a knife on me. I might have got cut, but he would have I would have been giving him some I'd have gave him the bullets out of my gun straight out the barrel. I'd have put lead in him. So obviously, I mean, he's probably a fucking dope head or something. What's up, David? Carry a gun in your car if you can legally, people. Pay attention to your surroundings. Dirtbags like this, like I said, you can't even get gas no more. He's going to do something like that? No. You come up to me and you pull out a knife. You just brought a knife to a gunfight. Like I said, you may cut me, but I guarantee you, I will unload every round I have in there on you. So, hopefully he don't get out of prison anytime soon. But who knows? Who knows? Need to start. Everybody needs to pay attention. I see way too many people, they act like, they have no clue of what's going on around them. Nothing. This next one, we got a picture on this guy. Yes, we do. This next dude, of course, he's a piece of shit too. This guy right here. Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. I feel you breathing on my leg, Duke. Duke the dog is breathing on my leg. Oh, this guy right here is in Baton Rouge again also. Like I said, Baton Rouge is turning into Shitville. This Baton Rouge man, what did he do? He set his ex-girlfriend's house on fire in Hammond. That's bad enough, right? Gonna burn a lady's house down? Yeah, okay. What makes it worse is her daughter and her pet dogs were inside the house still when he set it on fire. This happened in Tangipahoa Parish, where Hammond's at. He's from Baton Rouge. He was arrested after allegedly, our favorite word, allegedly, setting his ex-girlfriend's Hammond home on fire while her daughters, so I'm taking that's plural, I should have more than one child, and the pet dog were still inside the house. The fire marshal's office said he's got a weird name. His name's Danielle Johnson. 38 years old. He was taken into custody after setting fire to his ex-girlfriend's house on Billville Road in Hammond late Saturday night. Crews with Hammond Fire Department responded to the blaze after the family's pet dog woke up the two sisters. How old were these two children that were in his house that he set on fire? 11 and 14 years old, making them aware of the danger. Good thing that dog was there and smelt that smoke and was able to wake them kids up. Yeah, he looks like he looks like a dumbass to me. The two girls were able to escape, but the dog was killed in the fire. So yeah, that pisses me off right there. The dog ended up dying. That woke them up and saved their life. Piece of shit. Yeah, exactly, Melissa. Piece of shit. The Hammond Fire Department and State Fire Marshal's Office determined the fire was intentionally set outside the front door of the home. Investigators identified Johnson, the ex-boyfriend of the homeowner, as a suspect, and he was later arrested. Yeah, I hope he does too. I mean, and you knew, if you her ex-boyfriend, you knew this lady had children, and you knew the kids were probably there. He was booked into the Tangipahoa Parish Jail, faced charged with attempted second-degree murder charges, aggravated arson, aggravated animal cruelty, violation of a protective order, and criminal trespassing. Hello, Brittany. So obviously she was having problems with him before because she had a protective order against him. So obviously he was one of them type of guys that's probably like, oh, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. I don't understand that. I mean, I'm sorry his little heart got broken. There's other fish in the sea. But for you to if it wouldn't have been for that dog there, them two children might have burned up to death in there. For what? Because she don't want to to smooch with him no more. He was probably a piece of shit and didn't work or something like that. Or obviously, there's issues. He has some kind of anger issues that you can go burn somebody's house down, especially when their children are in it. So I agree with Melissa. Hopefully, karma finds him some anal solutions in jail. Probably not. It's not like it used to be up in there, but hopefully he gets a whole lot of time, and they don't just put him out on probation. But who the hell knows the way it is nowadays? But yeah. I'm just glad that the dog saved their life, even though the poor dog did die. But it saved them children's lives. That could have been a horrific incident. Mom needs you women, not just her, any other women, y'all need to pay attention or who y'all decide to go on dates with. Okay, especially with I'm glad I'm married. I don't have to worry about that shit. I got a good wife. But they got men out there, especially in these social media days. Men, I mean, you can have people lie to you and crazy stuff like that, and they can come off like hell. What's that TV show they had not too long ago? That stalker TV show. I can't remember the name of it. I liked it. I think it was in 2 seasons or something like that. But I mean, they really have people out there like that. They have guys out there manipulate. They'll make you think they hung the moon to you, and as soon as they feel like they got you locked in, no, not Catfish. This is a movie about some guy that was a stalker type guy. Y'all just need to pay attention. If you go on with dates and stuff, don't ever, especially when you're first meeting somebody, don't ever let them pick you up at your house. Go meet them somewhere. Don't let them know where you live at first. Meet them somewhere. Always make sure people know where you're going and who you're meeting with and stuff like that. Try to make sure you got a picture of them ahead of time. Let one of your friends or something have a picture of them. So you got to cover your ass. So, especially a female. You need to be careful out there, especially with this social media age. I mean, they just got a lot of creeps out there, and you need to be careful. I mean, yes, you're right, Brittany. Get a game plan, because like I said, they got a lot of creeps out there on. Like I said, back when I used to date, I'm old now, unfortunately. When I used to date, you still have to meet people face to face and stuff like that. We didn't have all the social media stuff now, so kind of glad I don't have to deal with it at all. This next one, we got another youngster, not a teenager, but damn near. We consider it a man, but he's still a teenager. There's an 18-year-old has been arrested in St. Francisville, which is a very, very nice area. People around here know. They got the myrtles and all the plantations and stuff like that. Anyway, an 18-year-old shot and killed a man in St. Francisville Saturday night over there in West Feliciana Parish. The teenager shot to another teenager was shot to death in St. Francisville. The West Feliciana Sheriff's Office said the shooting happened on Burnett Road in St. Francisville about 9 p.m. Saturday night. Witnesses told deputies they heard gunshots and saw people running from a nearby apartment complex. The victim was identified as 18-year-old James Jackie Johnson. He was taken to the hospital but later died from his injuries. The shooting remains under investigation. Anyone with information is asked to contact the West Feliciana Sheriff's Office. So the 18-year-old was shot and killed. I guess they're still looking for... I need to give a class, Yvette. It's not a class. You just need to pay attention. I mean, like I said, a lot of these men out there think if they just take you on a date, that's automatically, you got to watch. A lot of people don't know what no means no. They think, it's a crazy world. But this 18-year-old was killed by somebody knows over there who shot him. Hopefully somebody comes forward and says who shot him, because he's dead. 18-year-old. And that's it. End of his life. No more for him. I'm sure he has parents and everything else and other people that are extremely upset and has probably done over something stupid. Nothing. Murdered and killed over nothing at all. what just got brought up on my phone. We're going over to, what's up, Aaron? We're going over to New Orleans now. You know what a great place that is. Like I said, people ask me, it's like, oh, what's Bourbon Street like? I'm like, if you want to know what it smells like, just go stand in the porta can, because that's what it smells like. It smells like piss and shit. And New Orleans has gotten to be extremely dangerous, just like Baton Rouge. Just over this weekend alone, we had 8 people shot, 1 dead, and that was all within 12 hours. 12 hours. Yeah. Yeah, trifecta for crime, drugs, money, and love. You're correct. I don't know about the love part. Crime, drugs, and money, and other stuff. What's up, Bumper Jumper? Yeah, 24 hours a day, 3-gun competition. It's crazy down there. Like I said, in 12 hours they had 8 people shot and 1 dead. 8 people were shot. One of them was killed in 6 hours in New Orleans police. In 6 hours, they said, not even 12. The killing was reported to police at 2:57 a.m. on St. Andrew Street in Central City. They found 2 men wounded and took one age 58, to the hospital. Within 5 hours, he died, police said. The other shootings, according to preliminary police reports, were reported in the 7th Ward. That's not surprising at all. The 7th Ward. Yeah, well, they working on Chicago's title. They had a 40-year-old man and a 50-year-old man that were shot Friday at 10 p.m. in the 7th Ward. They were outside when someone opened fire. Just shot them. I'm sure it was an argument about something. In the central business area, a 40-year-old man and a 30-year-old man were shot just before 11 p.m. on LaSalle Street outside the Jung Hotel and residential house or something like that. I don't know. Oh, then paramedics took both of them to the hospital. They reported more than, now check this out, how many shots is. They reported more than 43 shots were fired at the hotel where the guests were staying in their rooms for 2 hours as police gathered evidence. They had 43 shots fired. That's a lot of bullets. 34-year-old woman was shot over there by North Rampart, and that's down by the water district. She heard gunshots and realized she was wounded multiple times. And then a man was shot at about 10 a.m. Near Southern University of New Orleans. It's freaking crazy. She likes my new filter. I like my new filter. I feel like I'm just a badass biker dude now or something like that. But yeah, so if you do happen to come down to New Orleans, might want to be real careful, especially if you don't know where you're going. You make a wrong turn off of Bourbon Street and you're going to end up in an area of the city you don't want to be in. You get down the wrong alley, yeah, you're going to get robbed, shot, something like that. Hell, they're shooting each other on Bourbon Street now. Of course, Mardi Gras might be in peril. Let's get on over to that story. The great Mayor Cantrell down there, just being sarcastic because she sucks ass. They're talking about canceling some Mardi Gras stuff. Yeah, I bet you they do. I might look like this after I retire. Just shave my head and grow me a long beard. Of course, my beard will be more white at this point. Said party goers that are looking forward to upcoming Mardi Gras season could possibly be in for a massive disappointment due to critical shortage of important city employees. They have a shortage of police. They have a shortage of EMS workers. They have a shortage of just sanitation workers and everything else. They're operating on 60% of their current staffing right now. So they're missing 40% of their people. And she says if they can't figure out what to do, they're going to start canceling some of these Mardi Gras parades, which is going to put a big old hit on New Orleans because that's where a lot of their revenue comes from, is this Mardi Gras season. don't have a clue on how many millions upon millions of dollars is spent doing that. But it's a lot. It's a lot of millions, and if they start canceling parades, it's gonna hurt a lot of businesses down there also. This next one is we're gonna get the Mother of the Year up here. This is her right up here. There's two pictures, one right there, one there. That's her. This is the car that she's driving. Not a great picture of the car. So looks like maybe some kind of Honda or something. Anyway, she's wanted. What is she wanted for? She's wanted for shoplifting, obviously, because she's in a store stealing shit. But her kids are also wanted too, because she's the Mother of the Year. David said, I honestly wish I was young enough to be a policeman. I wish I was. I don't know how old you are, David. I mean, they got guys in their 40s start doing it. It's like me. I know I'm 51 now, getting closer to 52. Closer to retirement age. I wouldn't want to start at this age. Not in this day and time anyway. Anyway, authorities are looking for this lady and her two children. After what did they do besides stealing? Yeah, I don't blame me. I wouldn't want to start at 56 either. Yeah, bumper jumpers like don't do it. Bumper jumper, we both on our way out. So her and her kids are wanted because they were shoplifting, and then they set the clothing rack on fire that way. You know, some stores I think put the clothing racks outside the front door, the clearance racks. I think they set one of those on fire and ran out of store. The diversionary tactic, I guess. They were at a Carter's Children's clothing store in Segan Lane. They were fire department responded to the scene. Clothing rack outside was on fire. They put it out. They're not saying on what the age is. The boys look like two boys looked like they were ages 10 and under. So and looked like they were possibly twins. So this lady right here decided she's raising her kids up to be arsonists and thieves. Mother of the Year. When they do find her and she does get arrested, she needs to have her children taken away from her, to me personally, permanently. I don't care what kind of OCS classes they gonna give her and do this and do that. She should have the taken away from her permanently, because she's sitting there training her kids basically to, like I said, be arsonists and thieves. And I guarantee you that this is just the first time they got pictures of them, and or whatever. This ain't the first time they done it. So that woman definitely needs to lose custody of her kids forever and ever, and hopefully not have any more. This next story comes from the Advocate. A deputy who shot at a suspect, saying that he had a gun. This was back in 2020, I believe. Anyway, there's a lawsuit now. Okay. East Baton Rouge Parish deputy shot at a suspect last fall. The court says the deputy claimed the man accused of injuring two people in a 2020 shooting and suspected of violating federal gun laws has stepped out of his car and leveled a firearm at the cops. But in a recent lawsuit filed against the deputy and the sheriff, I pushed the wrong button. They say the 22-year-old man was actually unarmed and had no way of knowing the people who pulled into his driveway and emerged from an unmarked van holding firearms and wearing ballistic vests that I'm sure said police or sheriff or something across it. They just don't jump out with just black vest on. Were plainclothes detectives from the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office. Moments after stepping out of the van's driver's seat, Deputy Jordan Webb fired his 9mm six-saucer rifle. The complaint says striking Jalen Smullen in his right leg and shattering his fibula. He says the encounter in the driveway at his Baker home left him with mental and physical scars and significant medical expenses. He's accused of 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder stemming from this September 2020 shooting that injured 2 Baton Rouge Brookstown's neighbors. When the deputy shot him the following August, records show he was wanted on 2 warrants. One alleges allegations in the state court that he violated his $120,000 bond stemming from the attempted murder charges, and 2 on a complaint filed by the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Allegedly, he took part in a conspiracy, lied to a firearms dealer, and received a firearm while accused of a felony. He struck a plea deal with the feds in July on 2 weapons-related charges. He could receive a maximum of 20-year sentence, but under sentencing guidelines, he is likely to receive less. He's probably going to get like 5 or some shit like that. Attorneys representing him in the civil lawsuit from Baton Rouge-based Morgan law firm did not return any requested phone calls. His defense attorney for the criminal matter, Brent Stockstill, could not be reached. They said Webb was placed on leave after the shooting as part of its standard policy. The shooting was later ruled justified by the investigator. Hicks added that the shooting was not ruled life-threatening, in part because deputies rendered medical aid immediately after Webb got shot. This guy was in all kind of shit. The ATF had bugged his car. He had purchased AR-15 parts. Anyway, trust me, he probably had a gun. This guy's looking for a payday. He needs money to buy his Zuzus in jail for when, yeah, I'm sure both of them. They wasn't probably yelling sheriff's office either, get on the ground or nothing like that, and with sheriff on their vest. They all, you know how the bad guys always do. Oh, they just jumped out and I was scared for my life. I thought, you know, I mean, like this guy's such a badass. The mob's coming after him. Okay, ninjas. He had ninjas. He always had the fear of ninjas, and he thought ninjas were going to get him. It's another excuse. You know it. I know it. He's just trying to get a payday so he can have some money to spend while he's in jail because he likes the honey buns and popcorn. So hopefully, because a lot of these places, a lot of departments and other things, even stores, they will just ninjas did get them. Yeah, they'll just pay a settlement amount way under what these people want to sue for because it's cheaper for them to pay the settlement amount than it is to fight them in court. Let's say the dude will say, I don't know, $25,000. He'll take, oh yeah, we'll take that. But it'll cost, $110,000 or something to attorney fees and everything else fighting him in court on the lawsuit. So a lot of times they'll just do that because it saves them money or whatever. I don't agree with it. I say spend the money and fight them and make them pay your lawyer expenses or something, and maybe people will sue a lot less for bullshit when shit like that happens. Because a lot of people, they'll just sue just because hoping to get a settlement out of it. We talked about this, I think, last Wednesday or Wednesday before that, about that constable in New Orleans, that the woman reported that this woman was being raped in the street, and he didn't even go down there and ignored it. They pulled video. They saw him actually walk off in the opposite direction of this and stuff like that. Well, good news has come out about it, that he did resign. He quit, and hopefully nobody ever hires this man again, and he don't ever wear a badge again, because if he didn't go down there and do anything about this and he gonna walk in the opposite direction, he don't need to wear a badge. We're out here supposed to help people and stuff like that, and cop or no cop, I don't care. I call you out when you need to be called out, and he needs to be called out. And he's a piece of shit. He just walked off opposite direction. Did not run down there and try to stop this lady from being raped. I mean, Jesus Christ, what kind of piece of shit can you be? Man don't ever need to wear a badge again. This one right here, we're going over to Slidell, which is in the New Orleans area also. They had a 15-year-old got arrested. This was last Thursday. What did the 15-year-old get arrested for? Was he selling candy bars? Got some watermelon whiskey in there. that is delicious. The 15-year-old got arrested because he brought a loaded handgun to high school Thursday morning. According to the Slidell Police Department, the officer searched the teen after he was seen showing off the gun at Salmon High School. A school resource officer found the teen with a 9mm pistol in his waistband. Because I'm a dumbass, I'm going to bring the gun to school. I'm going to show my friends that I have a loaded pistol. So somebody's going to go tell on your ass, which I'm glad. I'm totally glad that these kids are that stupid. Because this kid could have shot somebody there during the day. They arrested the kid for having the gun on school property. He's being held at the Flores Parish Detention Center. At least he didn't even get to go home. Thank God that one of his friends told on him, because he might have saved some lives there. 15 years old. If he was showing it off, he just thought he was badass. Pay attention where your guns are. I'm not saying, most people, lock them up or whatever, but I mean, I raised my kids. My kids know if they'd have touched any of my guns when they were growing up, they would have drew back nubs. And they tell you that today. I didn't play. I taught them how to, to respect the weapon. It wasn't a toy or anything like that. So, this next lady we have here, I don't know if Roy's still here or not. I hadn't seen him say nothing for a while, but if he was, I'm pretty sure he would be falling in love right about now. This beautiful lady right here. Everybody calm down. I know it's like seeing a supermodel on the screen. What did she do? She is from Calcasieu Parish. Yeah, I'm talking about it. She's a looker right there. Yeah, Roy. I don't know if he's still here or not. But yeah, put that Barry White music on. I got music. I just don't have no Barry White music for background music. JJ says my background music is aggravating. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, so that's why I stopped playing it when I was by myself. What did she do? Push will read the full story. Anyway, the Louisiana lady, she got arrested. What did she do? Did she have dogs in her house? No, she didn't. Was she selling undocumented tax-exempt Snicker bars? No, she didn't. She got arrested on August the 15th. How old do you think this lady is right here? Touch the chin. Tuck that again. She's 28 years old. She's from Princeton, Louisiana. She was arrested for what? She stabbed her boyfriend. Yeah, yes, that's right. I said that. She is 28 years old. Correct. She stabbed her boyfriend and tried to kill him. Just after 10 p.m., the event was reported to the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office on the 12th. Wendy Bertrand, that's this lady right here, according to the detective, stabbed her boyfriend in the arm during an argument with her boyfriend's sister and then fled before the cops arrived. She was eventually found at a nearby gas station eating candy bars. No, I don't say that. While her boyfriend was transported to the hospital for treatment, she was apprehended by detectives on Saturday the 13th. She was charged with aggravated battery and put into the Cato Correctional Center. An arrest is an indication that probable cause exists. I was just saying, she's innocent until proven guilty and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. He was probably breaking up with her or something like that. I don't know. But she took. Almost was it a steak knife? I mean, because them steak. I mean, that's gonna hurt. That serrated knife going in. Yeah. So she took a knife to him and jugged him up. We're coming close to the end now. We got one more story here. Let's see what we got from since she done stabbed her boyfriend. You sound like somebody's here and they're not. Just old Duke the dog moving around down there. Yeah, I think she did need a Snickers bar. Because you see what happens when you don't have a Snickers. It can turn you into Betty White or something like that. Anyway, of course, we're in Louisiana. Erin says she looks like she feels bad about it. She needs a teddy and a snack. Yeah, Rice Krispie treats. I love Rice Krispie treats. They're buttery and delicious. It's in Baton Rouge. It's in Pankerville, Louisiana. They had a guy named Joshua Alexander Skall, S-K-A-L. He's 32 years old. I was unable to find any pictures of him. He is from Baton Rouge, but he is currently behind the bars in Assumption Parish Jail for a traffic stop. It was initiated by an interstate interdiction. Yes, butter. You never had yes, you can taste the butter in it, Donnie Robinson. If you can go to eat a Rice Krispie treat, and you can taste the butter in it. I have a sophisticated palate when it comes to sweet treats like that. With that Scotcheroo's or Superior, I don't know what a Scotcheroo is. Aaron, is that something up there in Chicago area, in Illinois? I don't know. I never heard of a Scotcheroo. Anyway, we had a interdiction deputy initiated a stop on August the 17th. During the process, the deputy noted factors consistent with illegal drug activity, according to the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. They found 149.4 grams of psychedelic mushrooms in his vehicle. Yeah, get some of them and sprinkle them on some skitties or something. It'd make dinner very much more interesting. Assorted drug paraphernalia. Aaron says that they have peanut butter mixed in and are topped with melted chocolate, caramel chips mixed together. It's an old Midwest. I don't know what I just did right here. It's an old Midwest thing, I think. It sounds delicious. My fat self don't need any. Yeah, well, it's quite a bit of a drive to Aaron's house there, Bumper Jumper. He lives on the outskirts of Chicago, so it's not a hop, skip, and a jump over there. And Aaron is a chef, everybody, by the way, who has I Had to Say It podcast, which is I'm a regular listen to. So if you ever want to go listen to Aaron's kind of like just says he talks about some current events and gives his unbridled opinion on it also. I enjoy his podcast. I'll check him out if y'all get a chance. Anyway, this dude's 32 years old. He's charged with possession with intent to distribute mushroom and drug paraphernalia. Why did he get stopped? He got stopped for doing, and everybody saying, "Oh, traffic cops in there." Dude was doing 103 and a 55. Yeah, 103 and a 55. Dude got stopped. He had illegal window tint. He had no license plate. He had a careless operation. He has no bond as of yet. So all them people that say, traffic cops, a lot of shit gets found because of traffic. So I'm always saying that. So this guy, he must have been using the mushrooms, because if I was transporting a whole bunch of illegal dope in my vehicle, Yeah, I'm going to say he must have been using the mushroom. If I had a bunch of illegal dope in my car, I'm not going to be doing 103 miles an hour. My ass going to be doing like 69 miles an hour. Yeah, they're going to have to profile my ass because, or get me for bumping the line because I'm not going to be speeding, like I said. But, yeah, he's definitely a dumbass, Jim, because, like I said, he had to be, Holster, you're on the Motor Cop podcast and saying traffic enforcement don't help solve crimes. It's just that's like it just don't make sense. It don't make sense. You gotta but traffic enforcement does help solve a lot of crimes. You know, that's all the stories I had written down. I was going through this real quick, see if I seen any extras that I missed. I would have been stopped for doing eating the product. And yes, he might have been speeding, thinking that aliens or something was chasing him. Oh, we did have another one. It's happened in Baton Rouge. On the 16th of August, they had two people that were taken into custody after deputies watched them toss what appeared to be drugs and a gun out of their car during a pursuit Tuesday afternoon. The brief chase unfolded shortly before 3 p.m. when the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office tried to stop a gold Mercedes on a traffic violation. Like that, we appreciate it, Jim. They said a brief chase started. They threw the shit out. Like, I guess they don't notice. We throw shit out and we log it on the radio. Hey, at this location, he threw shit out. And not sure what charges they are all got, but they got guns and some dope. Don't run. Don't run. You can get away sometimes, but you won't get away all the time. I'm gonna Wednesday. We did get a new review on Apple. I'm gonna read it. Probably just about one of the best reviews we've gotten so far, and I'm gonna read it Wednesday though on a regular episode. Like, that Louisiana woman got arrested. She's accused of assaulting a deputy over her handicap placard, or a handicap placard. I don't think it was her. No, it's hard to outrun. But this one's way up north in Monroe, Louisiana. It happened on the 15th. A Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office deputy noticed the driver was illegally parked in a handicapped parking space at the mall, Baton Land Mall. And according to the deputy, the driver was allegedly using another person's handicap placard. Once the driver refused to identify herself, the deputy walked back to the patrol unit with the placard. The driver allegedly followed the deputy and tried to grab it out of his hands. No, don't do that. The deputy then pushed the driver back and told her, "Stop, lady. Do not touch me. You're going to give me cooties." Yeah, I don't know about that. The driver came towards the deputy again and grabbed his left wrist. No. Do not touch the deputy. The deputy placed the driver under arrest, who was identified as 26-year-old Kelsey Harris. Harris was transported to the Ouachita Correctional Center and charged with handicap parking penalty, resisting an officer, battery an officer. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, she had her grandma's handicap placard or something because her lazy ass was too lazy to walk across the fucking parking lot or something like that. So don't do it. You're lazy. It's like some people. I mean, if y'all are one of them, if anybody on here don't get pissed off, I don't fucking care. Yes, Duke, we hear you. I'm not going to. I don't drive around. I'm not one of the people. I'm not going to drive around the parking lot looking for a spot up front. I'll just drive to the, if I know it's busy, if I pull in a parking lot and I see that the parking lot's crowded, I'll just drive to the back of the parking lot and park back there and walk my fat ass into the store. I mean, I've seen people drive around for 10 minutes looking for a place where they could, close to the, I mean, fuck, you could have been in a store and been shopping by the time you got parked. But, you know, people that, you know, my dad was legally handicapped towards the end of his life in extreme back problems, and he got a damn placard and stuff, and we actually had to talk him into it because he wouldn't use it. And you do, but you have a lot of people out there that do need those, and real handicapped people and older people and stuff like that. And when you have a healthy younger person that's using one of their relatives' placards and stuff, that's just fucked up to me. You can walk your lazy ass. I mean, come on. You might have just took a spot for some little old or some type of handicapped person now that they don't have nowhere to park because your fucking ass is lazy. That's just shitty. It's all get out. So, I mean, they just don't need to do that. I mean, they got people. It pisses me off. You're going to get me off on a fucking rant hole there. The striped parts in the parking lot and shit, they're so fucking, no, I'm not going to walk with it. I actually have a limp if I walk too much because I only have 3 toes on my right foot. They wanted to classify me as legally handicapped when I cut them toes off, 2 of my toes off when I was a kid, and I told them I wasn't fucking handicapped. So, no, it's just not going to happen. You just can't. But they'll park in those things because they're so fucking lazy. They don't want to walk. Walking is not going to hurt anyone at all. Let's see. We are at a little over an hour. That's going to be it for this evening. I appreciate everybody that came along. Jim, I'm glad you got to jump in here. That you don't usually be able to catch the live and stuff like that. We're going to... Old Bumper Jumper, we're going to have to get him on for another episode because he's still got plenty of funny stuff coming on and stuff like that. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Hope I didn't bore anybody too much. Like I said, I just like jumping in. I get so many, there's so much fucked up shit going on in the world today, especially just in my area alone, that we'd have, for me to get everything in on Wednesdays, we'd be here till midnight. We'd have to go to like 3 hours or more to get them all in. And I'm just not going to, I don't want to do no 3-hour show. Freebird them, can do that. So, yeah, we'll have to set a date up. But so everybody, remember, stay safe. Always tell the truth. Don't matter if you can get your ass chewed out or not. No matter what type of job you have, it could be retail, law enforcement, no matter. Your boss comes in, you did something, admit that you fucking did it, and take your licks with it. It's always better to be truthful than to be a liar. And remember to watch your back, watch your partner's back, and y'all stay safe out there. We'll see y'all Wednesday for sure. Thanks for watching, and remember to smile, because Iceman could always be behind you. We're out.